Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I am going to be calling out a comment. It's not anything bad, but it's something that needs to be talked about. As I've explained many times on the channel, I try to make content to help people get better. And a lot of times people will take that advice and make excuses. And I'm going to be showing you a great example of a big ol' excuse. So if we make our way over to my channel, earlier today I posted a video on the Marat. And in the comments, the top comment with the most likes is, bruh, in the first game, the enemy just ignoring Droodles and let him farm them. When I play her, they are on me like flies on literal crap. That's right, when streamers play, it works for them. True, totally agree, agreed, and see that in many of his games. Okay. So everybody's saying that apparently I don't ever get focused by the enemy, and when they play, they always get focused. That's crazy, bro. Because I literally posted a video, what, I don't know, a day before? Not even a day before, like 10 hours before. And I was in my cron. Let me just mute the audio here. So I was in my cron, right? Let's just watch this game really quickly. Because evidently I never get tunneled, right, guys? No, that never happens. Never, ever. So let's see, right? I never get focused. Okay, let's keep watching this game. So the VK, pushes. Droodles never gets focused, right, guys? No, not a Yag literally jumping off of a cliff to try and shoot me. And then not only that, but the VK-72 then YOLOs over and also then tries shooting me. Oh, and then we have a 183 that tries jumping off to shoot me, but thankfully the Patton comes to help me. Then the E3 is to help me with the VK-72. Ah, yes. Nobody ever focuses me, right? No, that would never happen. I do find it always very impressive to me how people act like I'm special and that I get some sort of special treatment from either Wargaming or the players. And because of that, I never get focused. When I literally posted a video, not even 10 hours before that, where I got full-on YOLO'd by a Yag, a VK-72, and a 183 that tried to YOLO me. And this is not the only time that this has happened. There are many times on the channel. What people like to do is they will try to make excuses for their misplays, but if I ever get that happening to me, then it doesn't count because they don't remember it. Little cringe, not gonna lie. And not only that, I post live streams every single day. If you really want to see how my teams are, go watch one of my live streams. Second of all, we have the fact that this isn't even true. The reason the enemy ignored me is because I played smart. If you actually watch this battle and the way I played it versus the way my teammates played it, you'll understand immediately why. The comment is jousting at the fact that the E50M and teammates that I had that pushed up got instantly YOLO'd, while for some reason I was spared. Well, there's multiple reasons why this was the case, and if you actually understand positioning, you would pretty easily figure this out. So we can see immediately that I am pushing my tank on the bridge. Why? Well, there's multiple reasons why I'm pushing on this bridge. First of all, if the enemy wants to push me, they either have to climb up a hill to get to me, or they have to push from their bridge around to get to me. And while that's happening, I have multiple teammates that are over in this general direction. So if I back off the bridge, I have heavies that are overlooking me. That is the first thing. The second reason is because my E50M over-aggressed like a doofus onto their bridge. You don't go to that bridge. Why? Because you box yourself in. We can see the enemy 121 is behind the E50. This is 100% the E50M's fault. He put himself in a situation that was over-aggressed and is now getting punished for that. I am in a position where the enemy cannot get to. If the enemy wants to push me, they have to get past the two heavies behind me and the tank destroyer behind me. Versus the E50 who over-aggressed on their side of the map and is now getting punished for it. And same for the 113. The enemy is not going to push a vehicle that is on the bridge, that is multiple teammates covering him, when they could push a 113 that's already down low, already exposed, and stuck in the water. Why would the enemy do that? Now, you could say, oh, the 30 Proto could have rushed me, or, oh, the 121B could have rushed me. Maybe, but I still would have been fine. I had multiple teammates behind me. It really wasn't that big of a deal. This is a great example of where people think that I'm getting away with free farm because of the fact the enemy just wants to give me a free time. But in reality, the enemy saw the easiest targets that were the closest to them and YOLO'd them. It's pretty simple. It's like when you turn on a light and you see flies going towards the light. They went towards the closest opponent that was spotted. And when I saw that it was my time to leave, I took advantage of the mobility I have and left. There was never going to be a situation, even if the enemy tried focusing me, where I would have been in a problematic situation. And if the enemy did try to focus me, then that would have given my E50 and 113 free positional advantage over the enemy, leveraging them from the side, putting them in an absolutely terrible spot. The enemy team made the right play pushing the E50. The problem was they sent their whole team on the E50. But even then, you can see that we were pretty close in this battle. This game was almost a loss. The plays that their team made were proper plays. If I wasn't a 75%er who knows how to take advantage of my opponents and win tricky situations, this 100% would have been a loss. Even here, the E3 messes up the shot. So people are making excuses for an enemy team that almost won their team the game by making the plays they did. Pushing the E50 and pushing that 113 were smart plays. If I were on the enemy's team, I would have done the exact same thing. If I saw any player sitting on the bridge here, I would have ignored that player, I would have killed the E50, I would have pushed down, killed the 113, and then made my way up on the bridge and sat on the bridge and bled the enemy off. But this is a great example of where people try to make excuses for proper positioning. If you see that you have teammates covering you, and you see that you can get away with making good plays, then all you need to do is play off of that. And this is obvious for so many times over and over. This video is not meant to come across as hate. I am not mad at people for thinking that, they're getting focused and I'm not, or that they have a harder time than somebody else. At the end of the day, Blitz is an RNG-based game. Your teams are random, your damage per shot, your penetration values are actually different depending on just how your RNG is. So some games you play, you might get a little unlucky, and you might get focused. I've had it happen many times, probably people watching the video have. But to exclaim that you are always focused and that I am not, or that other people have better luck than you, that's just not the case. The game is completely random on every single game you get. And I, just like you, if you play on at least the NA server, am getting the exact same teams. So at the end of the day, the reason I'm trying to make this video is that people need to realize that positioning and paying attention to what's actually going on in the battle and the minimap are some of the most important aspects of this game. And if you follow them, you will learn that instead of making excuses for possibly what might happen and might be a misplay, you can do better. That's really how I see it. Now, I'm not saying that I don't make blames and excuses every now and then. I've probably done some stupid stuff and probably made excuses for it too. But I'm just trying to give people some advice, and hopefully you can learn a thing or two off of it. If you disagree, let me know in the comments down below. And if you agree, let me know in the comments down below. I post daily videos, obviously, to help you guys get better. And that's really the only goal. Yes, sometimes I will post videos with games that are better. I have recorded videos with live gameplay, and sometimes I'll take 3 or 4 redos before I choose which video I like the most, because maybe a team sucks, and nobody wants to see a video where I'm playing the Conf Panzer 50 ton, for example, and the team falls apart in the first 10 seconds. It's lame, it's boring, nobody wants to see it. So sometimes I will have a redo on a video. If I'm like, gee, that team sucked, I'll start the video over. It is live gameplay, the battles are back-to-back, but sometimes I will do more than just 2 games, and that's kind of the best way to describe it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!